Good morning, everybody. What a glorious day. Helen Chin-Lu here from the Healing Place, certified reflexologist, certified energy medicine practitioner, Reiki master, and teacher. So to continue with the series, yesterday we talked about the difference between a foot rub and a reflexology session. And then I was thinking, I know what to do. There's so many questions out there that people want to ask about alternative complementary healer. People, you probably go, what's the difference between complementary and alternative? Alternative, like what I do, reflexology, Reiki, chiropractic services. Well, it's not really necessarily alternative. And complementary is more like what will complement your medical, your wellness plan that you have with your doctor. So it could be diet, it could be PT. So those are considered complementary. And also I was thinking, there's so many questions people have about even what I do, and they don't know necessarily what to ask. So when I meet with clients, prospective clients, I always ask them a whole bunch of questions, what they're looking for and what they're interested in and what are their goals. So to help you to decide, as you're doing your, I call information gathering, what do you ask when you pick up the phone call and you're doing what I call interviewing or information gathering? Because you're really interviewing each other to see if you are a good fit. So there's so much that goes into these practices, whereas with a medical treatment, you're in there for 10 to 15 minutes. And it doesn't matter if you and the doctor click or not, because he or she is there to provide you a service, especially if you have a health issue and you've gone to a specialist. I mean, yes, there are second opinions, but you know, for some people, it's a lot of effort to do so. So here are questions I want you to think about asking whoever that you're interviewing to see if you have a good fit. So what do? You call, let's say you decide to call me up, or a reflexologist. Ask if the person has a specialty, what is the basis of their practice? How many people do they see a week? How long have they been in practice? So that gives you a very good indicator, because if somebody's been there for a short amount of time, you might be a little bit hesitant because they're new. Oh, give me a thumbs up, anybody, if you can hear me. I'm thumbs upping myself. Anyways, how long have the person been in practice? Are they certified? Are they school certified or the national certified? What does that mean? For example, somebody who's certified with their school has a certificate from just that school. They've gone to an accredited school, hopefully. Nationally certified means they're taking their ability, not their ability, because the ability on the school level and the national level is the same. It's just that you have a different recognition. Ask him or her if they have any professional affiliations. Like me, I'm affiliated with the Massachusetts Reflexology Association and also the American Association of Reflexology. So that gives me more credential. Ask them, how would they work with you? In other words, would you be seen weekly, monthly? How are the sessions? How long are they? And what can you expect from a session? This is really key. Since I'm very goal-orientated, I will tell the person exactly what they could expect of every single session and what are the outcomes, almost to the T, what they can expect from every single outcome. What is their standard protocol? Because, and that's what I was just mentioning to you. For example, a quick story, my husband's uncle had a kidney issue. This is back about 10 years ago. Unfortunately, he has passed away in the meantime. And I strongly suggested at the time in Seattle, that he lived in Seattle, to find a reflexologist in Seattle. And I remember there was something that was really uncomfortable because he had no idea what to ask. or who to ask. And what I did was I did a research about research of the various reflexologists out there, and I called and I interviewed the person just to see if she was a right fit for him, what she would do for him, and how long it would take, what would she address, and so that gave the family a lot of comfort that I took upon interviewing the person. So that's some of the questions. And then ask the person, do they have more than one healing modality? Most alternative healers usually have a two bag of 2 to 3 modalities, depending on what they're into. Like me, in my sessions, I combine the energy healing, the Reiki, and the reflexology. It's kind of like an odd sushi roll, but it's out there. And how do they work with your body's energy system? Like with me, what's important, not only do I work with the physical aspect, I also incorporate the emotional and the spiritual. For me, I believe that you need all 3 combined to heal from a cellular level. Whereas, you know, medical doctors will only heal from the physical. And so those are the few things that, you can expect, you should consider asking. Like, for example, I'm very structured when I work with people. I have people always fill out an assessment form, a client intake form, and I ask tons of questions that will gear the session to customize whatever their needs are. Because, again, I'm very goal-oriented. I want to achieve as close to 100%. And I like to believe all alternative healers will do this, but you've got to ask questions. And I just love doing this. I just find that I have helped so many people, and I want the people to be comfortable to pick up the phone and start to ask questions. And the more you know what to ask, you're going to develop a partnership, a feeling of trust, because that's what this is all about, is trust and knowing that the person can help, especially if they have a track record. So this is my tip for today on how to ask and what to ask when you're doing information gathering, holistic alternative healer. And next week, I'm going to be off in the next couple weeks. I am going to take some time off to be with my family. I hope to do some live chats while I'm away, but I probably will not. But when I come back after August 5th, I'd like to take the mystery out of reflexology, chakra balancing, and Reiki. So those will be separate subjects I would like to touch upon for those people who are new to alternative healing. So this is Helen Chin Liu, certified reflexologist, certified energy medicine practitioner, and I will talk to you really soon, sometime in mid-August. Bye-bye.